Welcome to my first ever playthrough of Thymesia. Shadow gifted this to me over Christmas, so big thanks to him for gifting this. Thymesia is supposedly a Souls-like game, specifically a Sekiro-like, I believe, with a lot of parrying involved, so I really like Sekiro a bunch. The reason I don't play it on stream that much is because a lot of the challenges in that game were already done years ago, so there's not a lot for me to do besides casual gameplay, but I really do like Sekiro a bunch, for the record. Right behind Elden Ring. Like, right behind Elden Ring, better than the Dark Souls games. So I'm hoping that this is a good time as well. I heard it can be a little rough around the edges, but it's not a very long game, supposedly. I haven't seen much gameplay. I saw Shadow play like a minute of gameplay like months ago when he first played this game. That's about it, so pretty much completely blind for me. Should be a good time. Gonna get my butt whooped a bunch, but that's okay. Let's start a new game. There was no like cutscene before this either, so we should get the cutscenes right now. I'm gonna shut up and watch for the most part. Also, for some reason, when I minimize the game, the audio cuts out. Like, it's one of those games, even when it's windowed, so I'll try not to minimize too much. In the beginning, people thought it was just another infectious disease. It wasn't until the livestock began dying and those who had been infected began shrieking out in pain that they realized that deadly plague had befallen them. The various kingdoms tried to fend off the sickness and ghastly creatures, but their efforts were futile, and despair engulfed the entire continent. Hermes' kingdom found on top of a colossal tree coolly rose to power due to their use of a miraculous alchemical science, which was able to turn the plague into a cure. Okay. As the plague ravaged the lands, they relied on this alchemy to light the blessed flame. But where there is light, there will always be shadow. Such an edgy line. Love it. Okay. Basic controls. Use the left stick to move Corvus and press it down to sprint. Use right stick to run. Use A to interact with objects. By the way, I use a PlayStation controller, so I'm not exactly sure what A is. We'll figure it out, though. Use start to over the pause menu. Actually, that's the pad, isn't it? Wait, B is to close, so that's circle. Okay. I need to remove the some of the motion blur stuff. Why is motion blur always on by default? Like, it's so freaking crazy. Okay, Y is triangle. I think select is X, though. We'll figure it out together. Oh, there we go. Much better. See, like, the games just look way better without heavy motion blur. I don't understand why people stick to it. Due to the recent epidemic outbreak, Hermes' kingdom is declaring a state of emergency. All citizens must abide by the following orders. All citizens are forbidden from going out. Essential supplies will be distributed by the knights. Any signs of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to the knights to be dealt with. Any corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. Effective date, immediately. Okay, so they're in quarantine right now. Interesting. They have Search Sprint from Elden Ring. Crumbled up piece of paper, follow commands, and search for the cores. Okay. Use right bumper to perform a saber attack. Use B to dodge enemy attacks. Saber attacks deal damage to enemy, leave wounds. So it's temporary damage. You gotta keep the pressure on. When the enemy's health and wounds are both 0, they'll become dazed. Okay, so in Sekiro, it's either one. Either their health is 0 or their poise is 0. Or whatever they call it exactly in there. so you need both in this game. That's interesting. Boom, and then oh, I didn't do this cool execution. Well, it's very Sekiro coded, which is good. Definitely a good thing. Even has Sekiro's dash. Boom! Look at that. Heck yeah. There's a deflect. Damage the enemy and negates any damage to Corvus. Okay, let's try it. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Heck yeah, dude. Very Sekiro. Paper on the ground. A deadly silence hangs over the streets and the city is completely sealed off. There's no food to be found. Or any water. Broken. Huh? Okay. Due to the recent epidemic outbreak, oh yeah, it's the same administrative order. They just post it throughout the city. That's what's up. There's no jump though, it seems, unless they haven't unlocked that yet. Face an enemy and use R to lock on. Locked on enemies will stay in the center. Yep. Then you can change stars. So yeah, it's just like Dark Souls and Sekiro for that matter. Oh, they got the super stagger in here. The axe is slow. Boom. Key to the plaza. Okay, here we go. You're the Devourer. Wield your claws. Tear apart the cursed bodies. So a claw attack. So that's like the Sekiro hand thing. Sorry, it's been a minute. I forget what it's called. Oh, permanent damage with the claw attack. Okay. Each man has a unique plague weapon. Corvus can reave this for his own use. Hold RT to fully charge Corvus's claw and release to reave a plague weapon. Reave deals even more damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Corvus is vulnerable while charging. It's best to use on dazed enemies. But don't dazed enemies die in one hit? Why would you use it on there? Casting a reaved plague weapon. Use Y, which I think is triangle, to cast a reaved plague weapon. Reaved plague weapons can only be used once. So you see, steal their weapon. Oh, he has super armor when casting plague weapons, but still takes damage. But hey, dude, you know me, I love infinite poise. Use potion. Of course, health is low. Use up to consume a potion. Yeah, only limited amount of potions, aka Estus flasks. I don't know if I reaved as a weapon properly or not. So you can basically, yeah, like this. Now we have his weapon. Then we can do this. What's her weapon like? A little dagger? Guess we'll find out. The King's Dagger and the Grey Armor, they are our last hope. They led the survivors and tried to make things right. Infected corpses were burned to purify them of the sickness. Okay. Interesting. Beacon. Resting at a beacon will save current progress and fill potions and store health and energy. I guess those are the idols from Sekiro. Resting at a beacon will also resurrect most enemies. Yeah, so just like the idols. Is there something over here, though? Okay, that was the dagger. There. Even as the little beacon found thing, that's what's up. Feathers as lethal as iron arrows pierce their weaknesses. When a green light pierces before an enemy attack, they'll perform a crit that cannot be deflected. So it's like a Makiri then. Instead, of course, move out of range or use a feather attack. LT throws a feather and interrupts the enemy attack just before the enemy's critical attack hits Corvus. It's just like a Makiri then, but on a trigger instead of circle. Course will regenerate him over time. They'll also leave wounds to stop him from healing for That's fast. That is very fast indeed. We're doing the Sekiro spammy cheese. Ow. Okay, okay. Missed. I deflected that. This guy's tough. Well, let's reset. I didn't reset before. Kick. I hit him with a feather there. It didn't break though. Or is it like super tight time? Okay, we're practicing. We're getting the hang of it. He has a ton of HP. This guy is really tough. I find it easier to just dodge away from the breed. Okay. Let me continue my combat practice here. The rust sucks. That. Boom. Got him. Okay. How'd this all begin? They said that an accident occurred on the day of the king's birthday. Previously, the plague was only spreading outside the kingdom. After the outbreak, all have gone mad. Okay. What did that say? Oh yeah, it's just the tutorial area. Unbreakable. I would assume up there is the way to go. So what's down here? Outrun those guys. Boom. Take a spear weapon and use it against him. Let's go. Okay. Pathway all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. None can leave and none can enter. Okay. That screams boss fight, so let me go back to the beacon and get my get my beacons up again, or my SS up. Can't level yet, everything's locked. I wonder if this game's gonna start like Sekiro 2 and the first boss is just gonna clap us. That'd be kind of funny. Here we go, some lore. Okay. This is gonna be rough. Let's look at his attacks. I wonder if I can reave him. Try. He reminds me of the Armored Warrior from Sekiro. Sorry for all the Sekiro references. Get used to that, by the way. Let's try to read him. There we go. Oh, we missed. Shoot. Okay, so it is like Sekiro then. I think if we tried really hard, we could like beat him, but if this is it starts the exact same as Sekiro, I'm gonna assume that there's no point at all to doing that. Come back with your memories, yeah, whatever. He's even a little boy. It's like Sekiro. Ready to recall. The families of the Knightly Order petitioned the king to stop sending knights to battle outside the kingdom's borders. The former chairman of the Institute for Alchemical Studies, Emerald, has officially appointed someone to take her position. Emerald said that she wants someone with even greater abilities than herself to lead the alchemical research in Hermes. The Twilight Circus, hailing from the Sea of Trees, is once again invited to perform in the World Court. As expected, Ringmaster Odor's new performance was received with great acclaim from all who had attended. so there's fast travel there. Philosopher's Hill. What brings you the greatest joy is coming to Philosopher's Hill with the children every year. Watching them run about, playing together, never fails to help me forget the turmoil in the kingdom. Recently, some strange sicknesses plague the lands beyond our borders. I must make sure our kingdom is prepared. Is the exhortation of former kings. He who examines himself shall never be lost. So this is like a pseudo hub area, like the shrine and you know what? Philosopher's Hill is the royal family sanctuary. Every fall, father would take us here. He says that on the hill he is not king, but merely a father and a friend. There is no need for formalities here, he would say. After the outbreak, domestic matters became pressing, and our visits to this place grew less and less. The Sea of Trees. Okay. When I do go back to play Sekiro after this game, it's gonna mess up my timing and everything. It's gonna be hilarious. Okay, so there's strength, vitality, and plague. Claw damage seems really good, but it's really slow animation, so strength is probably the play. I wonder if there's soft caps in this game. I'll do strength first, because I'm a pro gamer. Okay, we got unlocked talent points as well. Combos I'm not too sure about, because enemies break out in this game. Huh. Air attacks are pretty good. Cool, like Mortal Kombat fatality. I think I'm gonna go with air attacks. Oh, I already have them. Okay. Saber attack damage. By how much, though, I wonder? Restore energy? What is energy? It's not health, right? That might be our own poise or something. A dodge and stab seems pretty good, though. It seems like we want to go down this route. Even though I'm not a big fan of 5-hit combos, because I don't think it's going to work out too well for us. Reckless Deflect might be good. What is energy? That's like our base HP or something? There are a lot of talent points, dang. Perfectionist is alright, actually. No, we're not doing the friggin' red tearstone ring route with low HP. Perfectionist is alright though. Usually in these games, full health things are... You're usually full health, because either you're completely safe or you die. So... I might grab a perfectionist there. And then we'll go for like saber attacks and stuff. Here we go. Twilight Circus has the following openings. Porter and street vendor. 5 males and 5 females. Okay. One of those. Will be required to undergo a physical examination and perform clerical duties within the tent. Outstanding compensation. Interested parties, please contact. Wait, there's something down there, actually. Check. Fighting crowds is kind of rough. Boom. And X, skill shards. I don't know what that means. We have returned a brand new program made just for you, the audience, with featured acts such as Big Clown Beatorama, Dagger's Fatal Roll Call, and the highly anticipated The Grand Illusionist, Odor's Mysterious Finale. Every Saturday and Sunday, just at the brink of dusk, the circus tent opens for you. I've never been to a circus before. It'd be kind of interesting, though. Well, they're kind of evil, technically. The exiled have created a settlement that surrounds the sacred trees. These towering deities protect us from monsters and plague. The prophets say that even just carrying the broken twig of a sacred tree can drive off the pestilence. Sacred Erd tree, maybe. So, Dark Souls brain rotted. Can you pause in this game? You can. Where do we have a level up? No, I don't have anything else. Okay. Those dudes are respawn, but it's good practice. Sure. The claw weapons hit really hard. See if I can just pull one at a time. No, not really. me your axe. Boom. There we go. It's gonna be weird getting all the collectibles here. I want to join the circus in order to provide for my family. There are rumors floating around that some people go into the tent and never come out, but the pay is so good that nobody really cares. The staff member that did my health check said, my body is just what they're looking for. No idea what that means, but to heck with it. So, people go in the tent and they don't come out. So it's like the circus in Baldur's Gate 2. One that's like right at the starting town, and it's like weird in there. It's like a pocket dimension. That's crazy. And a collection of memories, level 1, a consumable. Oh, it's a soul, okay. That's it. I'm gonna spend a bit of time in this area because I want to get all the collectibles if I can. If I miss something, like, it's no big deal, but I do want to try at least to be thorough. Yeah, that's just over here. Okay. Coming straight at you. Knife and knife skill shards. Every resistance of the force is constructed around the sacred trees. The people believe that if they are close to the trees, they'll receive their blessings and protection. Even those whose homes are not in direct contact with the sacred trees will carry tiny branches to drive off of the plague. Okay. Thymesia is urgently seeking porters and carpenters. 50 positions available. No restrictions or qualifications. That's us. Outstanding compensation. Interested parties, please contact. Oops. Okay, well, that's Death Blight. Can't really go in there. Maybe I could shoot a feather at that pulsing thing, though. Yeah, I mean, kind of. There you go. Boom. This is clearly a way to go. Where else is there to go, though? Seems like it is the way. Interesting. Yep, there's the weird circus ad again. Can I just cheese like this? Well, there is a cooldown on your users, though. your weapon usages. More skill shards. Of course, you use skill shards same for enemies to unlock or upgrade the plague weapons. Okay. Low weapons consume energy and do not disappear after use. Okay, so those are like the arm skills from Sekiro. It could be good to have one form of replenishing that, though. There's like no range on that. Boom. Gotta shoot the feathers at this thing. We gotta wait for replenish. Okay. I told them I didn't know it was in the buckets, but they kept asking, even requesting to speak with villagers who have worked in the tent. My nephew actually worked in the tent. He said the buckets are filled with oddly shaped small creatures. But the circus folk are one of us, the tree blessed, so how could I possibly reveal their secret? Great. Some sicko circus action going on here. I'm gonna need a beacon quick, right? I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning. See, this is Dark Souls 2. We're not gonna have a beacon for like the rest of the level. Let's see. That screams boss arena, doesn't it? Let's go here first. Here's a nice beacon. Just in the nick of time. This is your do equip, okay. So how do we use this? That's square. Okay. Got it. More strength. Claw damage is pretty good though, it seems, but you can never really go wrong with full strength. Yeah, I'll do dodge and slash level 2. There we go. This seems like a boss fight. It is. Alright. Or he has a two-piece combo there. Oh, he has the pumpkin head thing. It's good to, deflect, though, probably. Seems pretty weak to his own weapon. It staggers him. dude. Crazy. Boom. Heck yeah. The potion menu, of course, can use an alchemy enhancer to increase the number of potions you can carry. That is important. The potion's health recovery and the number of ingredient slots. Unlocking the ingredient slots, Corvus add different ingredients to the potion, gain extra effects. So, like a flask of physic there. Corvus will obtain an alchemy enhancer after defeating more challenging enemies the first time. Sorry, guys. Reading's hard. I swear English is my first language. Let's go take care of that alchemy stuff, though. Real fast. %100% effectiveness, dang. Yeah, I'm gonna do amount of potions. Like, generally having more potions is better than them healing for more. Maybe ingredient slot, like having one ingredient slot would be good, though. But for now, I'm just gonna get more potions. Okay. I need to actually go to the restroom, like, really badly, so I'm gonna be right back. Let me put on my, BRB cover, though. Move it up. The priority. There we go. Okay. Be right back while I, go to the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Man, that was rough. But we survived, so we're good to continue. Okay. So far, the game's pretty fun, I would say. A little rough around the edges, especially with the animations, because, like, the tells are a little off sometimes. Oh, great, that's freaking spirit shot. Side street those chuds. Okay. Boom. Alright. The circus seeks to procure small-sized animals in any condition for use in performances. Flyers, runners, jumpers, whatever. If it moves, we'll take it. Interested parties, please contact. We need something that restores our health on kill. That would be extremely useful, I would say. Death blights. Spear seems like a pretty good weapon to have. That's not a thing, it's a person. That's a person over there, okay. Might be upstairs this time. Let's see. Oh. Interesting. Okay, well, hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's see what was over here first. Because this seems like the pathway to go. This is that Souls thing. Great. That's one thing I don't miss from the Souls games. Freaking enemy ambushes. In the beginning, the circus was just some personal entertainment for the village workers. A few people getting together and using each other with cheap tricks. Gradually, it began to grow. They called themselves Twilight. Besides signifying their nighttime performances, it also implies a way of finding a joy in hardship. Huh. That's where we just released the ladder, I'm pretty sure. Can't get over there. Okay. About here. This is where he came from, actually. Originally. Okay. Get through here, actually. Oh, look at that. Hidden zone. Probably down there as well. The key to the market's secret room. There's a guy in there. That, like a mini boss or an NPC or something. We entered the Sea of Fools under the guise of helping the research team speed up their progress. But we are actually here to investigate the strange activities in the Twilight Circus. Didn't seem to go over too well. So I need to find a key somehow. Secret room. Wait, can we open that actually? No. Okay. This was down there, right? I think so. Yeah. So up here now. More souls, that's what's up. Heck. There we go. Kick. We were able to reave the weapon, but didn't kill because he fell off. Kind of funny. Collection of memories. Souls. You gotta make sure everything is not truly breakable. Probably some hidden pathways I've already missed because of that. Already see that. That's the way to where we were. Fennel. Okay. The area behind the Sea of Trees market is the storehouse. It's full of supplies brought back by the circus from all over the mainland, as well as goods gained through trade at the market. The storehouse is heavily guarded by both members of the circus and the knights. I just thought of the dumbest thing right now. It's not about circuses, but it's about circuits. I had a professor at university that, I think he was French. Oui. He would, say instead of circuit, say circuit. And that's just burned into my mind. Like, analyze the, impedance on this circuit. Measure the, voltage going through this circuit. It's like, okay. What's up, I suppose? I'm worried about missing whatever's in this storeroom here. But I guess we just move on. Maybe we'll find the keys elsewhere. This guy's tough. this guy is actually extremely difficult. Run past him. Beacon, where are you? Well, there are a ton of enemies here. Including that guy. Okay, well, we made it past, but there's a ton of enemies on our trail. There's a beacon. Okay. Now we can backtrack and fight those dudes. Kill that spear guy as well. See, we're soft capped now. Okay. So at that point, I probably should level up health. Let me take a look at all these. Oh, there's the McCurry. Yeah, I'm gonna want that for sure. Step and jump. Restart on animations, press B to get up quickly. Yeah, that's kind of a really essential as well. Recovery is super good. You can unlock the hammer. The hammer's pretty good. I think I'll equip that. It seems to have very good poise damage. And it staggers them pretty good as well. Let's go back down here and kill all these guys behind us. Pull them one at a time. It's not a fight 30 enemies at once. Take this. Did we steal that weapon? Yeah, that's surprising. easier than the spear cock, though. Boom, alchemy enhancer. Let's go sit at the beacon again. I don't think that guy's gonna respawn because of that, so we'll get our flask back and then kill the rest. Can't level yet. I might use my consumables though. Try and get that level. The fist. It's more of an AoE one. Let's do a 1 ingredient slot, just see what that's all about. It increases health recovery. Okay. Not bad. How much does one of these do? $6.9. Didn't tell you. Looks there's 100 each. Okay. Should probably use all those then. Straight up. Boom. Then we get a bunch of levels by doing that. Nice little power boost. Yeah, we're kind of soft capped there, huh? Claw would be good. Claw might be good, depending on hammer, because hammer costs a certain amount of energy to cast. How do we look at that? Or do we have to go into the menu for it? Costs 100, okay. So if we have at least 200 energy, we can cast it twice. That seems like a heavy investment, but it increases claw damage as well, so that's fine by me. We should get some sustain as well. Probably energized weapon. And then sharp weapons is a good investment as well. We have one more point. Healing execution seems pretty good. There's the healing that we wanted earlier. Sustain is always good in these kind of games. When you're clearing maps. What's over here? More souls, that's what's up. That's the way forward. Even though odor is extremely popular with Upper Dwellers, it still really cares about the Sea of Trees. The circus not only provides work and resources, they even do free performances to entertain those of us who have never seen the outside world. Many are grateful for Odor's compassion, so when the circus comes to recruit new members, the forest residents are eager to sign up. Okay. Fascinating. Sus. That one plank is sticking out. Most of the work inside the tent is just moving various buckets around. Sometimes I can even feel things inside of them still moving. Okay. How do we get back up to the other dude? Just have to go warp back and fight our way over there. It'd be mildly annoying, but we'll see, I guess. My build seems pretty decent so far. Hopefully it lasts. Oh, there's a lift here. There's some like boss stuff, I feel like. No, this is, yeah, definitely, that's definitely the boss. For sure. Let's go explore a little bit first. Oh, here's where one of these guys were. Flatten like a pancake, bud. Oh, wait. Hey, we're botting this guy a lot harder than last time. Buddy. Oh, he did his like crazy counter. Alright. Bing. There's the key to the market secret room. Okay, sick. Sick. Oh, we got cinnamon. We have returned a brand new program made just for you, the audience, with featured acts such as Big Clown Beatorama, Dagger's Fatal Roll Call, and the highly anticipated The Grand Illusionist Odor's Mysterious Finale. Oh yeah. Definitely the Baldur's Gate 2 circus. For sure. It's a sus circus. Let's go back to the secret area. Nothing like a good old bonk stick. This guy hiding back here. Let's shut him. Yeah, you die, please. There we go. Okay, we know where the secret room is, so we'll go back and take care of that. Oh, 3 HP. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Okay, the spear guys suck. Actually, I think it was over here. Are we really upstairs? I guess so. Figure it out though. Yeah, those guys have good tracking on their spears. Let's just ignore him. Maybe it was downstairs. We'll find it though, eventually. Boom. Easy peasy. I think we're gonna level up energy until it's at 200 or more. And then we're gonna go vitality at that point. Get the soft cap squared away real easily. Why can't I find the, is it down here? It's annoying that, unlike in Sekiro, you can't animation cancel into a deflect. That can be a problem. In Sekiro, if I'm not mistaken, you can just cancel an attack by deflecting. So you always have deflect on demand. No matter what. It was directly above here. I don't recall how to get there. So this might take like a few minutes. Make our way over. It's not just over here. There it is. The things just respawned naturally. Friendly. Boris, you remember me? Memorable, have a little credit for your presence, world. I don't have anything to ask. It's weird. She's just here. Probably shouldn't attack her. That'd be a crazy idea. I'm curious what would happen though. Not that curious though. This is where we were. Boom, get womboed in the corner, chud. What? Be down here. I hear another spear guy close. Oh, great, there is another spear guy. They are really going with the hammer. They are super vulnerable. Okay. Got some skill shards, that's sweet. That is a way down, we can go across and loot that very easily. You got me in a corner. Of course. Oh. Bing! There we go. Now I think that is everything in this part of the map, so time to move on. Very good. Wait, hold on. Okay. Sorry, I just had to ping in Discord. Alright. Game's pretty fun so far, I gotta admit. It's like a Sekiro Light, basically. In an uncanny way as well. Like, even the start is very Sekiro coded. It's great, because Sekiro is really, really good FromSoft game. Second only to Elden Ring, I am. Okay, this is definitely a mini boss. Okay, so after the kick, we got a punch. Oh, she's Lady Butterfly, dude. Yo. Let's reset that. Okay, so she is Lady Butterfly from Sekiro. That's my least, well, maybe not my least favorite boss in Sekiro, but definitely one of. So this is gonna be real fun. Okay. Hammer, hammer, hammer. She even has the same, like, backflip animation. Dumb Lady Butterfly. Don't have a Makiri, please. Don't have a Makiri. Man, that combo's rough. Okay, that was delayed. Reset. Guarding the entrance though. This is gonna take a second. Well, I have talents to use as well. Oops. Yeah, bigger saber damage seems essential for this. Good. I know what you're supposed to do about that. Okay. That is like almost impossible to deflect. Boom, got her. Heck yeah. We had another fennel as well. Good old lady butterfly, dude. So bad at fighting her. In any game. Having a ranged one might be pretty decent. Halberd as well, though. Can I level up again? Maybe if I use consumables. Let's see. Let's upgrade our potions. Definitely use getting more for sure. We need our Estus real bad. I think if we use these, we can level. There we go. Now it can cast Hammer twice without needing to worry about restoration. That's a pretty good breakpoint to hit. I'll do the rest in Vitality. Until we hit the soft cap there, then we'll see what to do. Twilight Circus reached its peak after Odor joined. He brought their performances to a whole other level. Opinions differ on Odor's past. Bet we're gonna have to fight Odor at the end of this. That's what this is seeming like. Okay. I think it's time for the main boss, who is up here. Okay. It is Odor. When a red light appears before an enemy attacks, they're going to perform an ultimate. They gotta avoid the range. So you gotta just freaking screw off, basically. I'm gonna hammer him. Oh, I did a delay to there. I'll try to claw him. What is that? I'm just friggin' ranging, dude. He has the friggin' double slash that Ishin has. Okay, when he does that, that's the delay attack. Don't get hit by that. None of my deflects worked there. It's rough. Okay. Deflecting in this game is a lot tighter than it is in Sekiro, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll slaughter him this time though. Problema. Get my soldier, please. Yep. Easy peasy. That's kind of crazy. That's the first health bar down. Boom. Phase 2. Timing's super tight on that. Crazy. He does a triple slash now. Boom, there we go. That's a pretty good attempt. At least the run back is not too bad. The late attacks are crazy, dude. least it gives a little bit of HP back. That's good. Still has that combo? Okay. He has a critical there, okay. So you gotta back off from him. Okay. Or shoot a feather. But I haven't gotten that to work too well. Where are my runes? All the way over there. They don't spawn where you die sometimes. It's a little peculiar. That combo is so hard to dodge. Okay, just use this. I can never dodge that. It might be an undodgeable. Or unparable. Okay, restart. Okay. I should test where quitting puts you though. Okay. Boom. Can't freaking block any of that. Now just restart. Doesn't count as a tip. Okay. I need to do better in the first phase, in particular. I hate how my souls are so far away at the beginning. pressure. That's good. You know, this guy reminds me of the friggin' ninjas that kick you a bunch in Sekiro. Level ones? That's what this guy reminds me of. Above all else. Definitely dodged all this, or parried. I don't know why they didn't register. Weird. He runs away too much with the hammer. Why's the dot like the? Sorry, I'm Vega. Every time I say dodge, I mean deflect. Why does the deflect not work sometimes? Like it just didn't work there. That's really weird. Yeah, I mean, it's going. Strange. Let's call that a fluke. Our third real attempt, I think. You definitely want to fight him against the wall, though, for sure, to mitigate his teleportation shenanigans. I don't know what his like weapon does though. It's like a smoke cloud. I'm not actually sure. that garbage. Close. Okay, that was a pretty good attempt, but I feel like I'm getting to flex off and they're not counting. Which is strange, because that doesn't happen in Sekiro. For sure. Okay. I'll try his weapon again as well, although I'm not sure when I'll be able to use it. Asthma, sick. Whoa, yeah, the deflects are definitely not working sometimes. I don't know why. It's a little strange. Yeah. Is something wrong with my controller? Weird. Sometimes it just doesn't work during attack chain. Real strange. Not sure if I dropped inputs right now. Okay. Guess you just have to work around that somehow. Little weird. Nice try. Yeah, I just gotta remove Hammer. Hammer's just too slow for this fight. Dude, the flex are working fine right now. I don't know if it's a glitch or what that caused that to happen though. You can't. It didn't work there either. That's so weird. I'll have to ask Shadow about that at some point. Because sometimes the deflections don't work. I wonder if it's because of like the input delay, or it's not delay, it's like the input buffer. It's also in Elden Ring, where if you get hit, and then you hit like the dodge roll right after, it'll buffer it no matter how long. It'll like wait for your hit animation basically to recover, and then it'll execute the old input. So if I get hit, then I dodge roll immediately. In Elden Ring, even if it takes 10 seconds, it'll, after those 10 seconds, execute the dodge roll. I wonder if that's what's happening here. Worst feature of Souls games, by the way. Yeah, right there. I think it is a bit of a buffering. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Because it's not that bad in Sekiro. Oh well. They made the input buffering bad in Dark Souls 3. Made it a little better in Sekiro, and then in Elden Ring it was back to being bad somehow. I don't know how they messed that up, but yeah. That means you can get attacks like chain stunned in here. It is unfortunate. Yeah, right now, boom. If you get hit by the first attack, you will get hit by the follow-up, basically. I don't know what I could use as a like attack. Oh, here we go. Input buffer, input buffer. Yeah, that sucks. It's unfortunate. That's the thing. was a good attempt, though. I just gotta work through the buffering, which is gonna be a little annoying. I have to pretty much make sure every first hit of a combo is a deflect, or I'll get chain stunned sometimes. Buffered. Buffered. Up there. Feels good to hit him though, just like in Sekiro. So they nailed that really well. Oh, buffered, yep. Every time I get follow-up hit, it's a buffer right there. Yeah, you can't do anything about it. It's kind of lame. You'll notice most of the hits I take are back-to-back because of the buffer. There's nothing I can do about that. Besides guard the first hit. Let's restart. I use too many consumes. I got buffered to heck in that attempt. Nice little cool boss here. We're fighting one boss, and then we're also fighting the buffer boss as well. Of course. This is also why I don't parry in Elden Ring, by the way. Or Dark Souls for that matter, but parrying in Dark Souls is kind of overrated besides the first game. But in Elden Ring I don't parry because of input buffer. Try not to. I'm gonna have to, though, for one of my challenge runs I'm thinking of. So that's gonna be rough. That buffered. That whole combo is buffered. Crazy. Buffered. Buffered, yep. The moment I got hit in the first one there, I knew I was gonna get buffered. For sure. At least that combo, the time between attacks is long enough to where I won't get buffered. This one though, yeah, you'll get buffered for sure. Too much damage. Ooh, buffer boss goes hard. Let me change my plague weapon as well. What would be good? Daggers might be pretty good, actually. There's a ranged option. Spear might be okay. It might be too slow, though. Depends on if he just attacks through it. I'll try it, though. Buffer, be nice to me. Buffer, be nice, please. I'm gonna try to use spear here at some point. I think after his 3 combo I will. Oh, here would be good too. There we go. He can just super armor through it, so that makes it kind of rough to use. Oh, really? Because he just attacks through it. There we go. This? This ain't good. Oh, he missed. Heck. Everybody lucky there. Doesn't get buffed or killed. This is a good attempt. Let's see what he does though. Real close there. Boom. Done. Feet odor. Man, the buffering is gonna take a while to get used to, for sure. Also, he said we're both dead? Is that like... Oh, there's some weird stuff in the lore going on. Okay. Nice to me. You know... Hold on, let me finish the dialogue. Okay, you see, like, how he's fading away there? It reminded me exactly of the Expedition 33 one. Obviously, this game came before, but... Like, 3 years before, but it's just really funny. The fading away graphic there. We got the long-lasting potion. Recovers over a period of time. In this game, that might be pretty good. Honestly. So, like, as you're taking damage, you're healing it up. So... But the problem is there's probably less of them. So, yeah, let me take a look though. Let's level up first, actually. Get more HP going. Okay, so miasma is a knockback. That was Otis's weapon. So you can stack like dodges. That's interesting. Okay. Ooh. Tired. Successfully deflecting attacks, enemy counterattack gauge is reduced. That seems pretty important. I want to increase deflect damage too for bosses for sure. You can deflect enemy critical attacks. That's pretty good. Well, I mean, not like super good. You should just use your feather, but if you're like a super pro, that'd be pretty good. We'll just stick to regular deflect buffing though. So yeah, we have long-lasting potions here. But the thing with them is that we can't get rid of our upgrades, can we? Huh. So I don't know if it's worth it, really. But you know what's crazy? Like, even if there's just 3 long-lasting potions, they heal more raw health than my 5 general potions do right now. That's crazy. I'll equip them and see how they are. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Also, sorry for the no audio. Again, by the way, when you minimize this game, even if it's in window, there's no audio, so it's not the software being weird or anything. It's just the game. Okay. Well, I like the game so far. I think I might end for today, though. Probably come back tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is a little weird because we might be playing games as a group. So I'll start with this and then transition into whatever that is. But yeah, game's pretty good so far. It's very, very similar to Sekiro, which is great. It's a good foundation to build off. The only thing that I would change is the input buffering. It's kind of bad at this time. Sekiro does not have that problem as far as I remember. So here's the issue with this game. In Sekiro, you can cancel an attack. I might be misremembering this, by the way. But if you played Sekiro, you know. You can cancel an attack and deflect. Like if an enemy attack is coming. In this game, you have to wait for your attack animation to finish before you deflect. So you can get caught. And that's kind of lame. So that's problem number 1. But that's not like a big deal, honestly, because you can just turtle out if needed. You just like withhold attacking for a while and then get ready for your deflect. So not a huge deal. The bigger problem is the input buffer, where maybe I didn't explain it super well last time because we're in the heat of combat, but how it works in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, which are the worst offenders. If you get hit by an attack and you immediately hit dodge roll, so like you basically mistimed your dodge, no matter how long your animation is of you getting staggered by the hit that you just took, right when that animation finishes, it'll execute the dodge roll. Even if you haven't pressed anything for that whole like 1 or 2 seconds. And that sucks, because that's like really bad, because you'll be forced to roll immediately, and if they're attacking again, you'll just get stuck again. And then it'll happen again if you're mashing like dodge. Or if you like do it at the right time, but you're in the middle of the first dodge roll because it was input buffered. So then it'll happen again on the second hit. And yeah, if you've played Elden Ring or Night Rain or anything, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The input buffer sucks. It is terrible. In Sekiro, I don't remember it being like that. You'll get hit, and you could either immediately dodge out or deflect, but it won't buffer anything. So, and this game has the input buffering that is akin to the buffering in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, which means if you are about to deflect but you mistime it slightly, get hit first, you're going to get staggered, and then you're going to immediately deflect again when your stagger's over. It's mistimed because of that, you get hit by the follow-up. So that's annoying. That's like really annoying, actually. It's not like game ruining or anything. It's just really annoying to deal with coming from Sekiro. But it's still a fun game, for sure. And... oh, look at this. We found a goodie. Hold on. This item is the product of alchemy. One of those with sufficient understanding can interpret its meaning. Okay, let me take care of that first. Let me take care of that first. Rant over, basically, but yeah. Let me give her the stuff. Was this lore? Oh no, she gives you souls. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cool. So we get free souls for like story items. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, probably, to play this. If I'm not, then it's because I got busy. Sorry about that, but if not, then Monday, for sure. To play more of this. I don't know how long this game is, by the way. I heard that it was short, though. I read some reviews without spoiling myself. I did read some, and they said it was short, but they didn't define that at all, so we'll see how long it takes. But I think I'm liking the game enough to finish it in its entirety, so yeah. Alright, well, thanks, everybody. I guess we'll raid Shadow. Shadow's the guy who gifted me this game, and he played this several months ago. He's not a Souls veteran or anything. In fact, Thymesia was actually his first Souls-like game ever. It's really funny to me. He's playing through Dark Souls 1 slowly, though. But anyways, he's a good friend. Show him some love. Let me get the raid going right now. I gotta make sure I don't misspell his name because it's technically misspelled. But yeah. Give him some love, show him some support. Yeah, more Thymesia to come. So thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.